Hi air signs, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, those cross-watching. In today's reading, I want you to take a moment, pause, and I want you to think of your special person. And we're going to go ahead and see what their messages are to you, okay? It is going to be a general reading, so please keep that in mind. If you're after a personal one, feel free to reach out and inquire. My email address is going to be listed below the video. Okay, interesting energies. Bottom of the deck, you've got the Ace of Swords. Below that, you've got the Nine of Swords. Okay, this is interesting. Your person right now, I feel like, is holding back. Okay, I feel like they're not, either they're not someone that you used to know, okay, you know, your relationship or your connection with them has taken a bit of a turn and it's not where it used to be, or it's not where you saw yourself being with this person, or otherwise this is someone whom you're having a hard time reading, okay, someone whom you're having a hard time figuring out what he or she or what they're feeling. You're having a hard time deciding what this is, where it's going. So it feels right now like with the High Priestess, there's this energy of them holding back. So what does that mean? Well, that could mean a lot of things, right? It could mean that this person is not being entirely honest with their feelings about you and about the situation that you find yourselves in. They might not be entirely honest about their intentions for this connection, or even their expectations of this connection. This person could also be hiding. Okay, they could be keeping stuff from you. So here's the thing, okay? Don't necessarily automatically assume that this person is hiding secrets and they're being secretive, although they could be secretive with their emotions, okay? They may not be someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. They may be someone who isn't overly, you know, emotionally communicative or expressive, okay? That could be that. Or, you know, there's sometimes a difference between a person telling you something and leaving out the truth, okay? It doesn't necessarily make them a liar, but at the same time, they didn't necessarily tell you, you know, the truthful parts, the truthful bits. They kind of omitted that. They kind of left that out. So it could be a bit of this, it could be a bit of that happening, or it could be that this person is, you know, keeping a secret, holding on to something that they do feel like you deserve to know, you need to know, but they feel very nervous about sharing this with you. So just circling back to the whole emotions, maybe this is someone who feels very afraid of opening up and being vulnerable. Maybe they feel like you're going to reject them. Maybe they feel like, you know, you're not going to respond to them. Maybe they feel like they're not comfortable opening up and sharing this with you. I don't know. It just could be a lot of things, right? I do get this sense that this person wants to communicate something with you. It feels like it's desperate, or it feels like it's urgent. And I feel like they're really nervous to do this. Okay, so either this is someone who does want to reach out to you and who wants to communicate, but I feel like they're holding off on doing that. Either you make them nervous, okay, and I'm talking about like weak knees and clammy hands, or they're really nervous to maybe start conversation back up again. So could be someone that you've experienced some sort of disconnection with. If so, I feel like this person wants to communicate. They want to, you know, they want to pick communication back up, but they feel a little bit nervous because do you want to talk? Do you want to, you know, entertain this? Do you want to give them the time of day? You know, are you going to reject them? So there's this, I feel like there's all of these questions that are running through their mind. Justice as well, it does feel like this person wants to, either they've said something that they shouldn't, they've said something that hurt you, or they've said something that kind of hurt this relationship, or they should have said something when they didn't. I don't know, it just feels like they want to make some things right. They potentially could also owe you some sort of explanation or an apology. And again, this is maybe something that they're holding back. Maybe this is something that's long overdue and they haven't come in with this yet. I don't know, to me this person feels very stressed out. They're not themselves. They are not the person that you met. They're not at a place that they're happy, so they're not in like a happy place. I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that you and this person had a bit of a fallout or a separation, or you've broken up. It just feels like there's something going on with this individual. They're wound up, a little bit tight, they're a little stressed, they're anxious. It's like they're nervous, they're anxious, like they're on edge. Yeah, and it feels like they want to communicate something, but they're holding back. And it feels like this is someone who's like writing and rewriting and then deleting their messages to you, and then, you know, picking up their phone and wanting to call you, but then stopping themselves. And maybe they do call you and then they don't have a lot to say, or maybe they text you and they just don't know what to say. It just feels like this person is... look, there's some things that are going on with them, and it just feels like either they don't know how to start conversation back up, or they're a little bit awkward about this. Maybe they feel like you're not into them as much as they're into you. Maybe they feel as though, you know, maybe they owe you an apology, but they're a little bit... they don't want to admit to that, okay? Maybe they're too proud to offer you that apology, or too proud to offer that explanation. The good thing is, whatever this uncertain energy, whatever this like frazzled, uncertain, anxious energy is, that's going to dissipate, okay? That's going to clear, okay? You've got the Ace of Swords, which is, you know, it's cutting through. It's cutting through emotional, mental uncertainty. It's cutting through all these confusions. So if they're feeling a little confused now, they will be feeling a little bit more certain in the future. And this has something to do with a conversation that you and this person will have. This is something to do with the conversation that they want to have with you. You've got the Nine of Swords below that. Okay, this is someone who I feel like they're losing sleep, or they're having sleepless nights over you. They're very stressed out, and there's this energy of them feeling guilty about saying something or not saying something, about doing something or not doing enough of something. It just feels like they've messed up, or it just feels like they've put, I don't know, look, you've got all of these. I feel like this is someone whom you did have a connection with, and I feel like maybe the situation resulted in the Three of Swords. The Lover's card has come up in reverse here, and there's obviously this imbalance. And even though we didn't necessarily have too much of that here, you know, I just felt like there is some sort of imbalance. There is something that obviously is leaving them feeling very stressed, very confused, very anxious, really nervous. The Magician's energy, maybe they have been deceptive with you in the past. Maybe they've lied to you, maybe even betrayed you. But this is someone who obviously want to communicate. Look, they want to reach you. Maybe access to you is being restricted right now. Maybe they just don't know what to say or how to say it. Maybe they don't know if you want to hear from them. I don't know. There's just a lot that I feel like is running through their mind. They are thinking about you, but it just feels like they, you know, what the two of you once had isn't necessarily what you have right now. So either things fell apart or things took a wrong turn. So something here has happened, and obviously they're not, you know, they don't feel good about it. They want to move on from something, but obviously something is keeping, either you're still stuck on something that's happened between you and them, or maybe even like they might also be stuck. So a past hurt, a past mistake, something here that, you know, or the reason why this relationship might have ended, or the reason why you might have gone separate ways. There's obviously something that's keeping the both of you stuck, but they want to move on from this. They will eventually, but not before they're ready, if that makes sense. Speaking of movement, there is this energy of them wanting to reach out to you. So yes, they're thinking about you. Yes, they want to communicate with you. But eventually, I do see this person contacting you. I do see this person reaching out to you. I also see them making some sort of big, bold, decision or big, bold move towards you. So maybe that's them owing up to their mistakes. That's them apologizing to you. That's them maybe speaking with truth and clarity, whereas before, you know, they weren't being very honest, or they weren't being very transparent. So I see them making some sort of, look, for them and for the situation that they find themselves in, it's going to be a big, bold move. Maybe the big, bold move is, you know, them reaching out to you and communicating, starting communication back up. Maybe it's approaching you. Maybe it's approaching a situation that you're both a little bit iffy about. Whatever it is, it definitely feels like it's a move in the right direction, and it definitely feels like it's going to right some wrongs, and it's definitely feeling like it's going to move you forward. This is all stemming from a conversation that the two of you are going to have, which potentially will change where you're at with this person. Okay, so if you're uncertain, you're about to get a little bit more clarity. Okay, if you weren't in necessarily not in a good place with this individual, you're about to inch away from that. and into, you know, more of a positive direction. So I definitely see that this person does want movement. I just feel like right now they are a little bit stuck in their thinking and just in their ways. But I do see, if you can just, you know, how do I say this? Like, they will come around, basically. And I don't know if the Seven of Pentacles is asking you to wait it out here, guys. I don't know. Or I don't know if, you know, you just need to give it a little bit more time. But I think in time, everything will sort of like reveal itself. Yeah, maybe wait it out. Maybe that's the message, right? Alright guys, and these are your messages. Thanks for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel. Bye!